Elgin for day 8 of the trial of Tamara, Lich and Chris Barber. Today we've got the defense finally cross-examining their second witness, I believe, in the entire trial. They're continuing their cross-examination of Detective Sergeant Pilotte of the Ottawa Police Homicide Unit. So they're asking her about some of her videos, and they're also putting forward videos to her, most of which she's seen. A lot of them she has not downloaded because they're past her IA, her investigative action, her assignment from Detective Benson to download and investigate the Freedom Convoy 2022 Facebook page, and obviously the branching links from that up to the date of February 12th or 13th, I believe. So some of these videos that were played are a bit after that, but she's seen a lot of them from continued investigations and happening upon them from other people, and also the substantial amount of time she spent on these investigations. But some of them she doesn't take notes for, but nonetheless, in all of these videos, we're seeing the same theme again and again. Chris Barber asking for peace, asking for people at one point, talking about the large amount of police coming in and saying, be a man, put your hands behind your back, get arrested, be peaceful. They're breaking the law. And Keith Wilson in another video elaborating on that particular point relating to the blue letter, not a reference to Fleetwood Mac here, that the Ottawa Police had sent to all the demonstrators here, talking about how the demonstration was unlawful, they had to leave or they'd be arrested, and then of course it was followed by the red letter later. But in this blue letter, Keith Wilson was saying that the protest was lawful because under the Emergency Act declaration from the day before the blue letter went out, the proclamation that the government had made to adjust to the unlawful demonstration, that protesting was allowed to continue, as it says in the Emergencies Act, that protesting and the rights of people must be accounted for under these emergency declarations. So the thing said that you could still come, the declaration, proclamation in the Emergencies Act said you could still come if you weren't coming to commit violence, if you weren't coming to obstruct critical infrastructure or block international trade. And the protests in Ottawa were doing none of those things from the legal perspective of Keith Wilson and others, people like Eva Chibiak, who was advising them at the time, and Chris Barber. In fact, in one hilarious video, Chris Barber remarking that Eva, he needed a mute button sometimes, and that Eva was walking with him down Wellington in that video, and he pointed and filmed her and said, "That's my mute button. She tells me when to shut up," basically, more or less what he said. So it's pretty funny. We got that charm, that sense of comedy that we've always gotten. The reason that Chris developed such a massive and large following because of charisma and leadership that he has just so naturally, playing and really being witnessed in the court as these videos, even the Crown's videos are coming out. The Crown's videos saying much of the same that the defense videos are saying, where Chris is always saying, you know, be peaceful. The police are doing a good job, thanking the police in the defense and the Crown's videos, saying in one of the videos we watched today to go up to a police officer on the corner, pat them on the back, shake their hand, and tell them that they're doing a good job because they are doing a good job. Another funny, depending on how you look at it, kind of thing that came up, Brian Peckford. So the Crown presented a video a couple days ago, maybe 1-2 days ago, of Brian Peckford at a press conference talking about the upcoming police action for minutes. And then today the defense introducing a video with Brian Peckford in it, where he's talking about how it's not lawful what they're planning to do, that it violates the charter and so on. And the Crown and Sergeant Pilotte saying they have no idea who Brian Peckford is, and that the Justice Perkins McVeigh interrupting to say that, have you never, he's a prominent figure in Canadian politics, have you never seen the news? And then joking that she's dating herself, I guess alluding to the time period of that some decades ago with Brian Peckford in his role as Premier of Newfoundland and one of the architects of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Moving on from that, they come back with another video of Peckford on the stage, a boom truck Benz stage truck as it was at Wellington and Metcalfe during the convoy, where Peckford was on stage giving a speech about the illegality of the challenging and trampling on the Charter and how stringent the tests are for Section 1 of the Charter, and how nothing that they're doing actually applies because it's not an insurrection, a war, or a threat to the government. So that's where we are with things. I don't know how much longer this is going to go on. Stay tuned for more updates on Patriot Smoothie here in Ottawa. Thanks for following along. See you this afternoon. Good enough, edit it down. Let's get it out.